Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. It's 600,000 euros. I'm wondering whether or not I should buy it. Like, it does seem like it might be a good idea, but at the same time, it's still, you know, expensive. So maybe we'll leave it for now. Solid fertilizer, how much we got? Oh, we got 14,000. Right. Alright, let me go and finish this a sec, and then I don't think there's a lot else that we need to do this month. We'll be fast forwarding and getting ready to start our big harvest that we've got to do. Now, at the moment, let me finish this first. Alright, I think I have now done everything up there. Let's go and have a look. We've got grass over here. Pop through two of them. Right, a little tiny bit over there. I really don't care about that. Right. That means that we've got everything done. So our next job is probably going to be the harvest, which I suspect is going to be coming up very, very soon. Now, the harvest, obviously, we've got the combine that we've got at the moment, which is a great combine, and I really do like that combine. However, the problem that we've got with that combine is that even though it goes fast and we've got a reasonable header on it, we do need something that would be a little bit bigger, I feel. I don't have a bigger header prepared, unfortunately, and that is that's still on my to-do list. I was meaning to do it, and then I completely forgot about it. And one of the reasons that I've been playing this game on my own is so that I can really start seeing what other things are needed for extending the gameplay that we've got going here. And I've got a root crop harvester that's actually really cool, and to be honest, I don't actually need to do anything much with the root crop harvester. You know, to be honest, I'm not sure that I've got the root crop harvester in this one. So the Cat Colossus root crop harvester is unfortunately not the one that we want. Now, I've got this one. It's just the standard Colossus root crop harvester. It's this one right here. The only downside to it is that it's not expensive enough. It doesn't actually reflect the expense of everything that we want. So I've got all root crops unrealistic. The base volume is 43,000 litres. And if you go to this one, it's 2.5 million litres, which is brilliant, but that's only for an extra 50 grand, which I feel is not properly reflected in the price. Then the engine setup, now this is beautiful. So we got 1,500, you got 3,000 horsepower right there, which is insane. It does 202 kilometers an hour. There's some different wheel setups that you can get, which are pretty cool. I quite like that one there. Beacons, windows, you can change the colors to anything you want. If we come out of there and you go and have a look at these, this is just glorious. You got the standard ones here, and this will do all of the crops, right? So you got sugar beet, you got potato, and you got the 3 new crops as well, which is absolutely wonderful. And then you got these unrealistic ones, 145 kilometers an hour, which is utterly insane. And it's got all of the crops, the premium and the other ones as well. And if you then go and have a look at them, you got the working width, you got standard, you got a 10-meter one, and you got a 20-meter one. Now, this is actually what I would do. I would add in that bit. I just don't feel that the prices that we're having to pay for these extras properly reflect it, which is the only downside that I can see to that one. The Cat one that I've got is completely out of date. Well, it's not completely out of date, but it is a bit out of date. They've added some extra options to it. And I've got 3.5 million for that one, and I feel that maybe if we were going to go for maximum everything on this, we'd be looking at well, technically, if I'm going to go like the Combine, then we'd be looking at 50 million euros. I might have been a bit excessive with the Combine, but that was just because I was having some fun. 50 million, I can't see us actually being able to sort of justify 50 million for it, so I might tweak those prices back down a little bit. I'm not quite sure yet. It's still 1.5 million litre tank. So I'm kind of umming and ahhing about what I'm going to do on that front. I'm not quite sure yet. Let me just Yeah, that's better. We can run around a little bit faster. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do on that one yet. It's on the to-do list of stuff to work out. I have dealt with the oil plant now, so we're no longer getting 10 to 1 on that. That's 2 olives down into 1 oil. That's all been sorted out. There's nothing else that I need to do over here. The cows, the milk, that was all taken care of. We've got 400,000 litres of food in there. And the actual bit in here has got... Which food have you got? Where is it? There. You've got 159,000. It is June. Unfortunately, it is raining. It's a bit difficult to do the harvest when it's raining. But at lunchtime, it will clear up a bit. We have got over here a field that is not ready to harvest. And all the way back through here, we have another field that is not ready to harvest. So we need to go on another month. So what we will do is very, very quickly deal with the milk. And that one background over here, like this. Load it up. There. 57,000 litres of milk. Cows in here got 343. They're using 100,000 per day. And if we have a look in here now, the total mixed ration of only got 192,000 has currently processed through there, but I've got more stuff on its way, so I feel that that's probably going to be all right. I'm not going to worry about too much else here today. I will just run this up through and deposit milk anywhere that milk is needed. So we want to put milk into this one. We put a little bit in there. It doesn't take very much at all. This one over here, I'll put a bit in. This one's very slow going backwards. So it's a little bit gone into that one. And then I think the pancakes over here, they needed a bit. But actually I think that I filled that one up already. That one's done. So then I've got the dairy, and then I've just got the, yeah, because the donuts don't have anything. So it's the dairy here, and once this one's full, then it's the milk factory. Because if we have a look in here, we've got the bottled milk here. That only holds 100,000 litres. And the dairy here, that holds 250. All right, we'll put all of the milk into the bottled milk factory, and we'll go from there, because this one's already got some milk. The cows are increasing, so eventually the bottled milk factory will be completely filled up, and then we want to... Okay, I'm skidding around the corner there. Let's go and dump everything into this one today. That's it. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to worry about the slurry and the... manure and everything else. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not even going to worry about the food. I'm just going to park up, and we're going to sleep the night, and then we're going to hopefully be able to get going with harvest. July. Alrighty then. Golden fields of barley over here, and there'll be some golden fields of wheat over the other side. Let's go and have... So we've got nothing in there that we want to worry about. I've still got 32,000 litres of milk there. These have got seeds, manure, water. They got everything that they need. This one, nothing to worry about in there. Sugar, we've got no sugar in here, so we can deactivate that one now. The raw milk stays as it is. That one has got 50,000 litres. Deactivate that one because we've used up all the sugar. This one in here, we've got the manure there. I'll need to add a little bit more in soon. What else do we want? This one up here. I've got 136,000 litres of grass left in there. 152 litres of silage. 309 for the hay. Total mixed ration I've only got 400,000 come in here. The hay is climbing. So I might end up needing to do a bit more work with the... I've still got this one running through. I might need to do another round of grass. It's not ready this month. That'll be ready next month. So the other thing that I wanted to look at, if you go into the map, we've got this here is all ready to harvest. Now, when we're harvesting, we need to be careful that we don't accidentally reach across here with our combine header. I don't think we can. I don't think it'll go that far. So we should be all right with that. So we've got all of these. All right. My combine was the screw combine thing. Well, first of all, let's deal with the cows. I've got, hang on, let me go to the cows. So we've got the milk. I've got 61,000 litres of milk. I got a bit of food that I want to put in for them. I got some slurry that I want to cart around for them. So we'll do that bit first, and then we'll come back and we'll get started on the harvest. I'm going to have to get a combine, and either we lease one or we buy one. It could be either way. Now, I'm thinking that maybe what we could do is we could lease the big combine that I was just looking at, you know, the Reaper combine. However, that Reaper combine is expensive. It's very, very expensive. Depending on, well, it does depend on which option we go for, but, I mean, still. It's not a cheap machine to go and get. I have 800,000 right now. And so I'll want the fast Reaper. The problem with this one is the the price of it is fine. It's the size of the combine. It's getting into the fields. This is going to be our main issue. It's the size of the thing. Even if I just go with like a couple of the unrealistic steps, so we've got like 100,000 litre capacity. That's a 4.3 million litre. I mean, I could have the engine drop it down a little bit. A 1,500 litre engine, a 1,500 horsepower engine. The wheels, we can just go with something slightly bigger. We want to go with, although the Reaper decal doesn't actually cost very much. I'm going to worry about the colouring just at the moment. Ooh, I do want to change the brand. Not that brand. There. Fendt, Challenger, Grim. So we got the Grim Reaper. And lease. 200,000 euros to lease that. That's a lot of money. This one over here, I got the standard grain tank on this one. If we go with the medium tank, that's an extra 150,000 for 100,000 on there. And I haven't scaled this one the same as I scaled the other one. And I kind of feel that maybe I shouldn't have scaled the other one quite so drastically as I have scaled this one. I should have scaled the price a bit more like this one. I think that probably would have been better. So maybe that's what we should do in the future. So I've got various different crawler tracks on this one. I'm just going to go with that one there. We don't want numbers, oversized sign. No, I don't want any of that. I do want the longer pipe. I just feel that would be better. The main color doesn't change. It's just a bit on the top, which is a bit of a shame. That actually does go with it. So we'll go with that. Now, this would cost me 672,000 to buy, and then we own this combine outright, which I feel is probably a good thing for us to go and do. What's Green Star? Oh, that's the Green Star tablet, Green Star and tablet. That's just, yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. But that's something to do with the precision farming. 672,000 is a lot of money for a combine. However, we're then not leasing it. Like, I mean, we could lease it because we've got one harvest to do, and then that's it, and then we get to keep the money. So actually, yes, let's lease it. So then I want to go to the combinations, and those combinations are all wrong. I need to go back into the header over here, and I need to go to my header, and I've only got one cat header, which is very lax on my part. I need to actually start doing some more. Now, I have got the cat Titan Draper Unreal over here. I don't know if I've done much with these, other than we've got the size on them. And the Titan headers, there are some other options on them, I'm sure of it. Elsewhere, actually there is. They're up here somewhere, because I've updated that cat thing. So the whole cat mod, I updated it. Not the cat, the Titan one. Where are they? Got the TARDIS stuff over here. Because there's a TARDIS one that's been added in. But where is... Huh. Oh, there. Titan Draper Unreal. This one does 97 kilometers an hour. So they do go really, really fast, but it's getting them into the field. So right now I'm going to stick with this one because we know that this one is good and reliable, and that's 45 kilometers an hour that we can go with there. And we're going to go with a nice bright red on this one, and I'm going to lease that one as well for 8 grand. So we go there, and I'm going to go over to this one now, and I'm going to just move some manure and also some food in for the cows before I forget, because otherwise I will just forget, and we don't want to be doing that. This one holds 500,000 litres. So we will go around this way, and we will grab some food. I don't know if we've got 500,000 litres in here. We'll grab whatever food that we can. Fill that one all the way up to the brim. Okay, 424,000 litres of food. That'll keep the cows going for another day or two. I might need to rip out all of this feed area here and put in a new one. The next step up on our cat scale. And if I got to do that, we're going to lose some food, which means that I'm then going to need to get more grass and everything else going in there. It's not very helpful. That's in there for the cows. So I've now got I need 1.4 million litres, and I got 665,000. Which, quite frankly, is not going to be enough. I got a feeling that we're going to need to do another round of grass cutting, because we've only got a bit in here. Now, I don't think that's going to be enough for the cows, because if you have a look, they need 1.5 million litres for a year now, which is a lot of food. That's a lot of food. So, yeah, I don't think that we're going to be able to do that with just the grass that we've got. So we're going to need to do another round of grass cutting, which means that we're kind of reaching a point with the grass fields. If we're going to be having to do that on a more regular basis, I might actually be better off going through and removing more of the hedgerows, just to be able to speed up the process, because there's a lot of weaving in and out of those hedgerows, which is fun and everything, and I do enjoy that, except that when you're doing it over and over, you kind of want to be able to go a little bit faster. But on top of that, there's also the fact that this is being done for your viewing pleasure, and you're not necessarily going to want to see me just going over and over the same bits in order to sort of get the extra grass that we're going to need. And the problem with how we've got things set at the moment is it just takes a lot longer. Even though I'm using that bigger mower, it's still going to take a lot longer. I mean, yeah, I don't actually have the money for the bigger mower right now, but we'll soon get to that one. So I'm going to go into here like this. We don't need to worry about moving digestate any longer, because we have that auto-magically pumped over into the fertilizer tank. And then we go whizzing up here. Now, I do have a bigger version of this one. And if we go into slurry tanks, should be in slurry tanks. And we go up through here to my collection of mods. There we go. Right. So I've now got the cat tank dolly there for 50,000. That one is the 80,000 litres that I've got. and then times 10 on that one for 500,000, I got one that takes 800,000 litres all in one go, which is definitely going to be something that we're going to be needing at some point soon, because 80,000 right there, current slurry is 272,000, which is a lot of slurry. And that's not even sure that's all of it. I think if I go to the... yeah, it doesn't even let me load it on that bit, so I need to bring it back round here. But I got like 270,000, which is more. And if we jump out of here a sec, and we go over here, this... right, that's got 272,000 in there. And then this one says 272,000. Right, so somewhere there is a... I thought there was an extra slurry tank. That's why I'm just sounding a little bit confused. I thought there was an extra one, but maybe there isn't. Not quite sure about that yet. So there's 500,000 litres if I want to go and get another tanker. The other tanker should be weight-free as well, whereas this one is weighed down with the amount of slurry that we go through, so it does take a little bit longer to build up speed once we start moving it around. But at least it does empty out pretty quick. I'll bring that one back round. So I'm going to take one more load a sec, and then we will go and gather up. Well, we've got our trailer right here. This one's ready to go. We can take that up to the field, and I will then get our combine down, and we can start harvesting. Not in there. It's round this way. We can start harvesting our barley, well, and the wheat as well. I'm just going to put the tractor and trailer right there for a minute, and then we will pop up here and we will get this one, and we should be alright to start doing our combining. Now, this header doesn't actually extend out very far. We've got the straw swath turned on this one, so we pop that one on there. I'll bring you across over here like this, and I'm just going to drop it down into the crop right here. Need to unfold. It doesn't actually do very much with the unfolding process, but there is, like, the steps do come out. So I start there. That's how far out it goes. So actually, we can go close to this edge. The only problem with going close to the edge this way is it does chuck straw out quite a ways off to the side, but I mean, we should be alright with our baler that we've got. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. There's only one spot on the whole map, but I don't think it would be a problem, and it's down in this bottom corner down here. That's the only spot where it might... except it's not in this bottom corner, it's all the way down over there, so I don't even need to have this one going that way round. We can just go this way round to the outside, and we should be alright. So why am I only doing 25k? Is that something to do? No, that's not the header. Should definitely be going faster. Right, that's a bit better. And then we can bring that on round there like that. So we've got this wonderful countryside that everything is all kind of like laid out here in our fields and so on, and I think this is great, and we've kind of started off with a smaller scale, but this is supposed to be a big scale. Now, I do really like these small fields and just making the gaps through the hedges and stuff like that. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should be doing something a bit more, because this doesn't really feel like it's crazy enough. Like, I'm speeding bits up, but quite frankly, I feel there's room for improvement. So we're going to be getting chickens. Like, the whole idea of doing all of this barley and wheat was so that we then have some food to be able to get some chickens. I don't have enough money yet to be able to get those chickens. We need like 1.2 million to get the chicken pen, and then we'll be able to have that. We'll be able to put some chickens in there, and we'll be able to start getting some eggs, which we'll be able to start turning into mayonnaise and then selling it and making an absolute fortune. At least that's the plan. It might be time to remove a whole load of the hedgerows here. That's what I'm saying. Long story short, long-winded way of saying that perhaps it's time to remove the hedgerows over here, and we just farm this as one great big field. The grass fields, Possibly we could do the same. I'm not sure that we need to do it quite so drastically on the grass fields. Would probably be alright, just kind of tweaking them down a little bit, or maybe adding in a little bit extra here and there. But this side, where we've got our crops, I'm starting to think that we would be a lot better off if we were to actually take the whole of the field as one great big field, and we just farm it as one great big field, because that way it will eventually open up some room to be able to start getting those great big combines coming in. Now, the other thing that I'm wondering about is, where are we going to really start getting money? Now, we're all about milk at the moment, and running through that milk factory does actually seem to be working. It does seem to be doing quite nicely. So we need to be able to produce plenty of grass for our cows so that we can keep producing milk. Alright? Now, we could go with the sheep route, 10,000 sheep, but that does mean 6 million litres of grass per year, which is a lot of grass to be producing for our sheep. And I could do it. I could go and do that. 1 year of a full 10,000 pen of sheep gets us everything that we could possibly want. Right? There's no problems there whatsoever. Once you get your 10,000 sheep, if we were then to put the clothing through and do it like that, we're looking at tens of, at least 10 million in a year. 10 million in a year is a very good way forward. Like, that's a really, really good way to advance and start getting a decent bit of money. There's a lot of mowing involved with getting 10 million in a year, and I feel that we can actually do that with some... I'm missing little bits on the corners here because I'm being a little bit careless, but I know what we can do. I go out like this and then spin around. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.